Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nadlan, the Real Estate Forum. And today we have a very interesting topic. I'm sure that many of you that invest in the US would love to know which countries around the world are currently interested in investing in the US. Did the world changes, for example, the war that started in Ukraine, did it cause any interest of Eastern European countries to start investing in the US? Do we see worldwide movement, not just inside the US, of migration, as we saw from New York to Florida to Texas, from the West Coast to the East Coast? Do we also see migration worldwide, moving to the US, money moving to the US? So I'm happy to share that in our website, because it is in 104 languages, we get a lot of statistics. Now, believe it or not, let's look at the numbers. These are all live numbers. We get about 5,000, you see 4.97K, about 5,000 unique visitors a day, all right? And total requests per day, a request is every page view, almost 200,000 page views per day. All right, so let's see how it is for 7 days. For every 7 days, we get 13,000 people. So we have quite good statistics. And because our website is worldwide, to kind of know from which countries people are interested to come and read about investment in the US. And we're being surprised by the results. We get results about BRRR, for example, from Germany, that people over there are looking to do that strategy in the US. We get people from Holland, we get people from Italy, from different states. So let's dive into the numbers and see basically from which countries people are interested to invest in the US currently. All right, so if we're looking at 30 days, we see that in every 30 days, currently we have 31,000 unique visitors to the website, and almost 3.5 requests, page views coming to the site. So let's dive into something a bit more interesting and look. All right, here you can see the graph and see what dates we had more visitors. But even more interesting is to look at the map, right? All right, so let's look at the map and see which countries are the most interested in investing in the US. So we can see that United States is number one with visits to the website. We can see it here, all right? And after that, we have Israel, Germany, France, and Canada. So of course that we are Israeli group, so we have a lot of people from Israel, but we can definitely see that from the US, English speakers from the US have 4 times the interest in real estate articles. And after that, we have Germany, French, and Canada. Now, all of these numbers are for just 24 hours. Let's change that to 30 days. So let's see what changes as for 30 days. So we can see that 30 days, United States still stayed at the top, almost 2 million requests from the US. And then we have French number 2. Who would imagine that so many people from French are looking to invest in the US? And then we have Germany, Israel number 4, and then Canada. Now, Israel, as much as being a tiny country in the Middle East, 8 million people, compared to India, for example, Israel, before the pandemic in 2019, invested $2.9 billion in the US, 2% over the overall investment in the US. Now, you might think, 2% is not that much. But India, let's look at India in the map here. All right, so India had 33,000 requests during the last month to our website. Let's dive into this tiny country of Israel, and you can see 277,000 requests. So the numbers are that Israel is 2% of the overall investment in the US, 2.9 billion were done by Israelis. Now, guess how much from India, which is 1.5 billion people, 1.5 billion, they invested 4% from the overall investment in the US. So you can just see how Israeli investors are a major player, even though we are little and we think that we're the only one. It's only 2%, but compared to other countries, it's definitely a major thing. Now let's look at the other countries that are right at the top here. So for example, we have France, 400,000 requests to our website in the last 30 days. Then Germany just after that. And then we have Israel, of course, and Canada. Canadians are very big on investing, all right? But they are only number 5, all right? So we would believe that Canada is more than French and Germany and Israel, all right? But overall, as from our website, request for content. So let's put Israel aside because we have a lot of things in Hebrew, of course. Everything is fully translated to 104 languages, and each one is under their own subdomain. So they are like a full different website being indexed. All right. So, but definitely comparing French, Germany, and Canada. So we see that French and Germany are way bigger with their interest in investing in the US. And you would believe that French doesn't like the US people, the culture and everything, but they still invest a lot in the US. Now, let's see what's going on with Ukraine. So we can first look at the last 7 days. So we can see, we already see the news that a lot of Russians want to leave the country. They don't want to stay under Putin, and they want to leave. They either, some of them want to leave Europe at all. They don't want to be in Europe at all. They're looking at the US, all right? They're looking at other countries. Some of them will move to the UK. We know also Polish people are afraid, all right? They want to move on. So the last 7 days, we saw 716 requests from Ukraine compared to 819 requests from Poland. So if you look at the news, you look at CNN, people there are afraid, they're looking to move out. And we see more than 4,000 requests. Russia is much bigger, but we see a lot of requests from Russia. So let's look at the 30 days data. So the 30 days data, almost 20,000 requests from Russia and 3,000 requests from Ukraine of people that are interested in real estate in the US. And you can see that everywhere around it is way less. Hungary, just 200. Bosnia, 354. Austria is kind of the same. But we can definitely see an increase in Ukraine in looking to invest. People are looking to get their money out, and they're looking for safe havens. They're looking for places that they can place their money safely and they don't feel safe. All right, so the last 30 days, we see 2,000 requests from Poland, but we know that now that missiles been shot just 10 kilometers, a few miles from the border of Poland. So if we look at 7 days, we can see that Poland has definitely increased requests. Now, it used to be half of Ukraine. Now it's more than Ukraine. The last 7 days, people in Poland are afraid. I just saw in the news yesterday that Poland been invaded countless times again and again and again. And last time was in World War II. But a lot of countries just neglect the borders of Poland, and they keep on invading Poland. So the Polish people are afraid, and we can see that just a comparison, Slovakia that is nearby, only 41 requests, but Poland 819 requests, and Ukraine, this is the last 7 days. All right, so we definitely see a world movement of investment and interest. We can look at China. So China is a major player. Okay, we can see in the last 7 days, it's about 5 times more than India. And we can see more and more countries interested in the US. All right, we can see some countries that are not. Saudi Arabia, almost none. Jordan, almost none. Egypt, just 3 requests. All right, we can look at the 30 days. Libya, And let's look at South America. So you can see that definitely all of the players from South America are not major players compared to what's going on in Eastern Europe. So definitely the rumbles of the war are affecting the movement of money into the US. And we can see here a small colony of French, suddenly a huge request because this is a colony from French. All right, so let's see, for example, the strategy for advertising with our group. So definitely, for example, you can see this banner, Sapir Barnovsky. We can see every advertiser with us, and also the new advertiser that we just spoke with today, they get live statistics of the amount of views. So definitely the amount of views of the banner, which this banner is also on every news page that we have on the website. You can see here our news pages. Every day new news are going on the website that are being translated to all 104 languages. This is, for example, about Amazon. So the banner is right on top, but suggesting to this company, and this is what we do, all right, to increase the number of clicks, we need to understand where the traffic is coming from. So Israel being just number 4, it's still a wide audience, almost 300,000 page views, but definitely you want to cater to the English speakers, for example, because English, also people from French and Germany usually know how to read English. So that's going to be a good strategy to have the banners in English, and maybe if someone from French or Germany going to see that banner, if you want to get investors from such regions, you better have that in English, and you also better incentivize on clicking and having more information, like click now, click here, and so forth. Another benefit that we can say, that the banners that are textual, the good thing about them, they are automatically being translated to every country that come into the website. So of course banners are static, it's an image, but if you're going to utilize textual ads, you can see that, for example, now we're in the English version, they are automatically being translated into English, right? So you can go to our website and under company services, go to real estate marketing and see advertising packages, and you can see all of the like you can see some statistics. This is for February. You can see the map of where people are coming from. You can see the number of requests. This is from February, and you can also choose which kind of options you want to advertise if you are like a real estate company, and for example, different kind of ads. But you can also have a company profile. Now, the good thing about company profile, you build it once, you can design it with our team, but then you get basically 104 different websites in different languages. So you can see this company, they gain a Chinese website. So let's say you have investors coming from Germany and France, that we saw a lot of people are coming in. Instead of translating your own site and then trying to bring traffic, we already have the traffic. All you need to do is create that company profile. You can see here different company profiles. Now this is all in German, so also everything here is being translated to German. And you can see, for example, this company profile now in Germany, and you can have everything about your company, your statistic, your data, your videos, example properties, FAQ, videos, testimonials, a form, and so forth. All right, and this is the same page in Chinese. All right, so all of these can definitely cater to different marketers that are looking to market to different locations around the world. All right, so thank you guys for being with us today. We wanted to share with you some information about where in this day and time, with the global economic changes and the war that is happening now in Eastern Europe, where does people are looking to invest. Maybe people are also kind of like concerned about Europe overall. So we see more people coming from Europe to invest in the US. So you can leave any comment that you like right below here. Any questions that you have, you are welcome to approach us if you want to target new markets from Israel, from the US, or from around the world. We will be able, we'll be happy to build campaigns with you guys. We have many different possibilities for that, and you could see that we definitely have the traffic. So thank you everyone for being with us. Enjoy the forum and see you soon.